It's October and this is the Library Roadshow. On the show today, making it happen all month long and at the Maker Faire. Welcome to the October edition of the Library Roadshow. I'm Mary Stein, and this is a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. October is chock full of terrific programs for all ages. Author-rater Dave Bedrecki is our featured guest for the 45th Annual Author Illustrator Series on October 6th and 7th. Hocus Pocus sweeps onto the plaza on Friday night, October 21. Attic Treasures and Collectibles takes place at the River Center Branch Library on Saturday, October 29th, and the Book Festival takes place the same day over at the State Capitol. Organizing expert Alyssa Trosclair continues her Get Organized series. Garden Discoveries gets into the holiday spirit with the spooky work of carnivorous plants, and the Master Gardeners help us plan our landscape. Musically, we'll host Record Swap Day, the Civic Orchestra of Baton Rouge, the East Baton Rouge Talented Music Performances, and the Baton Rouge Symphony Orchestra will take it outside with Bachtoberfest. And then there's the Maker Faire, but more on that later. It's all listed in this month's issue of The Source, available in print and online at ebrpl.com.
Free access to books, audio, and library resources are just a few of the benefits available to you when you get a library card. Need free access to a computer? You get that. Want free access to premium digital resources like Mango Languages and lynda.com? You get that. Need to book a meeting space? You get that. Heck, you can even check out a telescope or use a digital printer with your library card. If you live in East Baton Rouge Parish, pick up your free library card from your local branch library today. Premium access to everything the library system has to offer is waiting for you.
With all the talk in the media about the economy, money is top of mind right now. The library has a terrific resource for you that's not trying to sell you anything, just offering you straight up data and information. It's time to find out more in the digital down low.
The Weiss Financial Ratings online database is designed to empower library patrons to protect their finances, invest wisely, and learn more about growing their money. We check reviews before buying many things, but often we don't think about where we bank or buy insurance. The modules within the database include safety ratings for banks, credit unions, and insurers, and investment ratings for stocks and mutual funds. Financial Ratings also includes financial literacy guides in PDF format that you can download and keep. These books offer easy explanations and take the mystery out of financial planning. They include worksheets and planners and cover topics like homeowners insurance, life insurance, and Medicare prescription drug coverage. It also includes a personalized Medicare supplement insurance planner to help find the best options and rates for coverage. If you enjoy Weiss Financial Ratings online database, you will also enjoy Value Line and Morningstar Investment Research Center. All of these resources are available with your library card in the digital library at ebrpl.com.
Thanks, Andrew. I encourage you to consult these reputable resources before making financial decisions. It's really such a relief to work with information from sources that are not trying to get you to give them your money. Let's shift gears and check in with Josh Hill reporting in from Beyond the Stacks.
Making something yourself can be incredibly rewarding. Whether you're looking to record the next hit podcast or 3D print pieces to a board game you're designing, library makerspaces offer a way to do it all. Here at the River Center Branch Library, we're giving patrons the tools and training to embrace that DIY spirit.
Welcome to the River Center Branch Library's Makerspace. My name is Allison Gentiloni. I'm the Teen Services Librarian here, and tonight we are going to be making laser-cut key racks. A laser-cut key rack is a wooden project that we're going to be cutting on the laser cutter. It's actually going to be something that you can then customize by cross-stitching. When you want to make something on the laser cutter, you'll first need to make a design in a program, a vector program. So you can use programs like Corel Draw. There's also a free program called Inkscape that you can download. So once you have your design, you'll bring it to the makerspace and send it to the laser cutter. The laser cutter then can etch or cut onto the material. The laser cutter can cut wood all the way to paper. It can cut acrylic, it can cut cardboard. It can also etch on materials like glass and ceramic or stone. During the week of October 10th, we are going to be doing a lot of classes in the River Center Makerspace to promote the Maker Faire, which is on October 15th at the main library. So during that week, we are actually going to be making laser cut bee lanterns. And this is a class that you can register for online. To get access to the laser cutter, you'll need to attend one of the classes, like the class tonight, or you can take a quiz online and then come in and do a practical exam. So for the practical, you'll need to show one of the librarians or makerspace staff that you know how to safely use that piece of equipment. So if you haven't taken a class, but you still want to come in and use the makerspace, you can come into the library during our makerspace open hours, which you can find on our library's info guide. And during the open hours, as long as the room isn't crowded, you can come in and work with staff members. It is a first come, first served basis. I like making because it's a good outlet for like releasing stress levels. You get to make new things and you get to just experiment and play around. It doesn't ever have to be perfect the first time. It's just cool to make things with your hands.
You can find plenty more Makerspace programs, craft projects, and badging classes in the Source newsletter or online at evrpl.com.
Badging has really increased at makerspaces all around the parish. Check out this month's issue of The Source for more details, as well as a deep dive in the databases to see what the library offers in the digital platforms for makers. Stay right there. After the break, Adam St. Pierre joins me for a chat right here on the Library Roadshow.
The East Baton Rouge Parish Library believes that free entertainment is good for us all. That's why we make ebooks and audiobooks available for free through the Libby app. Grant free access to unlimited streaming music and video through Freegal, Canopy, and IndieFlix. Get a library card. Get free entertainment at ebrpl.com/digital library.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. Alright, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
You're watching the October edition of the Library Roadshow, everything you need to know about your local library system. Adam St. Pierre, the library's STEM librarian, has the awesome task of producing the Baton Rouge Maker Faire, now in its 9th year. It's a lot like herding kittens, maybe robotic kittens.
Definitely.
Okay, Adam, let's jump right in. What is this year's theme for the Maker Faire?
So this year's theme for the Baton Rouge Maker Faire is reduce, reuse, remake. So it's focusing on sustainability. So keeping our both our environment, our planet, and ourselves going.
So,
as it were.
So recycling, upcycling, not making the mess to begin with.
Right, exactly. Reusing things that have already been created to make something anew.
Sure, and if we were on Mars or the moon, we'd be doing that all the time because of
Exactly.
limited resources. Okay, is it just one day or what's the plan this year?
This year we've kept it a week full, so it's from October 10th all the way to the 15th. So we'll have workshops at all of our branch libraries with makerspaces, so the Jones Creek Library, the Bluebonnet Library, the Downtown Library at River Center Library, the Greenwell Springs Library. So we'll have some podcasting classes at Bluebonnet. We'll have plenty of cricket classes both at Jones Creek and Greenwell Springs. We'll have a laser cut demo and paper lantern project.
Will we be making ties like you're wearing?
Not this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year, but that's so cool.
Yes. And then on October 15th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., that'll be our big finale
day. That's the big day when Sprocket is everywhere.
Everywhere. We'll actually have a 12-foot tall Sprocket this year.
I'm liking the sound of that. Will that be a selfie station opportunity, or will he be?
We're thinking so.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so we have our reduce, reuse, remake theme, but what will people actually see on Saturday, October 15th? Because you have some other special things planned besides a giant sprocket.
We've got quite a lot planned, and more coming as we get closer and closer to the time. So our big headliner, we have Chef Philippe Parola. He's going to be talking about his work and his upcoming book. If you can't beat 'em, eat 'em.
I like that.
It's all about invasive species. So
and what to do about them?
Exactly, what to do about them.
Serve them up.
Serve them up, eat them. So he'll be talking about the economics of that, also the recipes, also how that can, help our planet, ourselves, and our people. So we'll have fish pies, we'll have nutria gumbo, and if that doesn't necessarily sound appetizing to you, I'll remind you, but he's got a background of French dining, and he's also popularized alligator meat, which it's a delicacy now.
It's important to understand for our viewers that our themes aren't necessarily just the high-tech themes.
Right.
It's all kinds of tech. So you mentioned the crickets, you mentioned there'll be soldering, but there'll also be a little bit of action with a little sparkle.
There will be. This year we'll have the Baton Rouge Beignets, or one of our local dance troupes, coming to us, do a couple of performances, and they'll also have some reusable glitter and a glitter bar, because they make all of their own props for all of the
for the
performances
festivals
that they do.
Right. So if you're interested, whether you're a fan, you like cosplay, you like to dress up for Mardi Gras, you're working on your reunion plans, or you just like to party down, or getting ready for Halloween, that's a fun way to reduce, reuse, remake.
It is.
And a little strutting of your stuff while you're doing that. Now, I insist on the duct tape fashion show, so I'm expecting to see some good style coming down the runway here. So bring your imagination and your hands, and we'll supply the duct tape.
We'll supply the supplies and make it happen so that you can show off your creativity.
That's right. Because it's the world of making is about being creative.
Exactly.
And getting what's in here out.
Exactly.
Into the world. Okay, so who should come? Is it just for a particular age group?
It's a family-friendly event. It's free and family-friendly, so bring the kids, bring the teens, bring the adults. Stay all day. We'll be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we've got
right here at the main library.
We'll have things inside, outside, workshops upstairs, talks downstairs. We'll have a little bit of a pickling talk. So again, not everything is high tech. Some things are, making is all about creativity and just kind of creating things.
Okay. Now, how do folks find out more?
So folks should find out more should head to Baton Rouge.makerfaire.com, and you can see all of the makers that will be coming and the schedule of events. And
of course, it's mentioned in the newsletter.
It's in the newsletter. It's on
there.
the library's Facebook.
Sure. I'm really looking forward to the duct tape fashion show, of course. Seeing the 30-pound carp that Chef Philippe is going to be bringing on site and tapping alongside the dancing beignets. After the break, author and chef Philippe Parola, plus book reviews from one of our younger library patrons. Stay right there. The Library Roadshow will be back in a moment.
The East Baton Rouge Parish Library believes that staying informed is good for us all. That's why we provide free access to the New York Times and other national newspapers online. Permit free access to niche magazines and articles through PressReader. Get a library card. Get informed at ebrpl.com/newspapers.
I tell my son, I love you every single day.
I love you.
Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Welcome back to the October edition of the Library Roadshow. My next guest is a French chef living right here in Baton Rouge. He has over 30 years of experience in all facets of the restaurant industry. Chef Philippe Parola is now focused on teaching consumers how to eat healthy while cooking at home, helping restaurant owners and chefs achieve their highest potential in their food operations, and helping manage invasive species by turning them into tasty, edible foods. Chef Parola joins me now by phone to tell us about a new book that he's written on how to control invasive species by eating them. Chef, how did you get your start as an author?
I get my start as an author by believing in what I was doing with the Can't Beat 'em, Eat 'em. I never wrote any book before. This is my first book.
What's your new book? Can't Beat 'em, Eat 'em? About?
Can't Beat 'em, Eat 'em. It's about creating recipes and educating people how to cook invasive species to reduce their population and therefore reduce their threat to the ecosystem and saving wildlife natural habitat.
What inspired you to write this book?
I've been involved in the outdoors since the beginning of time. When I moved to the United States, I discovered Louisiana fishing and hunting, the paradise, the sportsman paradise actually, and that's what kept me here. So when I saw the invasive species taking over, such as the nutria and the famed Asian carp, I thought that I could do it and make a difference by, again, cooking those invasive species, which I have done for the past 3 decades. So therefore, if you can make a difference, you do it.
What advice would you give to other aspiring authors?
Well, the only advice I can give, it really is believe in yourself. If you have a great idea, a great concept, and write a book about it.
How can our viewers learn more about you and your work?
Simple response. You go to my website, can'tbeatemeatem.us, and you will have all the information about the book, recipes, and you can learn more about invasive species through this website.
Thanks, Chef Philippe, and taking it beyond the book, we'll be eating some invasive species with you soon at the Maker Faire. It's now time to check in with one of our younger patrons and find out what they've been reading at the library.
My name is Courtney Kane Scott. I am 11 years old. I'm in 5th grade, and my favorite book is Black Holes. What is a black hole? First things first, did you know that black holes are made of wrapped space and wrapped time? They have mass, but no matter. Their gravitational pull is so great that nothing, not even light, can escape their grasp. I like black hole because they like so interesting. And then I read a book once how they not is a hole. There is not a hole. My mom and dad bring me to the library. When I come to the library, I like to read about the weather, black holes definitely, and like how tornadoes and hurricanes work. Who the strongest.
Thanks, Courtney. Stay right there. You're watching the October edition of the Library Roadshow.
The East Baton Rouge Parish Library System believes that knowing where you come from is good for us all. That's why we grant free access to genealogy resources available through Ancestry.com, make the vast historic resources of Heritage Quest available to you online. Get a library card. Get your family tree at ebrpl.com/genealogy.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You're watching the October edition of the Library Roadshow, a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Author and historian Faye Phillips has enriched our understanding of local history for years, and she's always willing to share. Faye was the featured speaker at our September Baton Rouge Room Lecture Series and spoke about using historical photographs in her research.
My name is Melissa Easton, and I'm head of the Special Collections Department for the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. We are here at our monthly lecture series for the Baton Rouge Room Archives, which occurs on the 3rd Wednesday of every month. Our goal is to educate people in Louisiana and specifically Baton Rouge history. Today we have Faye Phillips, and she's going to be talking about the best of all histories, Baton Rouge history.
I'm Faye Phillips, and I think a lot of people already know me because I've been around Baton Rouge for 30 years. I'm the retired Associate Dean of Libraries from LSU, and I'm now doing local history and appraisals and just, helping people with projects and having a great time in my retirement.
These mountains, they just recently did some new radiocarbon dating, and now they say that they're at least 7,000 years old.
We're here today at the main library on Goodwood, and we're going to be talking about from Red Stick to River Capital, Baton Rouge and her people, a short history.
There are so many interesting local history stories in Beauregard and Spanish Town. I think you could stop on every corner of those two areas and find out another piece of Baton Rouge history.
We're going to go from 1699 up until today, and we're going to talk about the variety of people in Baton Rouge, the things they brought to Baton Rouge history, and how important all their activities are.
This fort that you're looking at there was built by the British in 1779.
I've spent 45 years of my 74 years in libraries. This is my home.
You can find out more about Baton Rouge history on our Baton Rouge Room Info Guide, which is located on the library's homepage at www.ebrpl.com.
Check out Faye's books, Historic Baton Rouge and Baton Rouge Cemeteries, on your next visit. And maybe dig out that old box of family photos from the top shelf or under the bed to see what treasures are there. History never gets old at the library. And the more tools you have in your technology toolbox, the more we can add to it.
Welcome to the Bluebonnet Library. My name is Patrick Abity. I am the circulation librarian here, and we are playing today with the Grown-Up Gaming League. The Grown-Up Gaming League is an opportunity for grown-ups to play board games, video games, virtual reality, Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Magic the Gathering, and several other games. We meet 3 times a month, on Wednesdays at 6 p.m., and on Saturdays it's every other Saturday beginning at noon. The popularity of game culture has increased in the past 10-15 years. The grown-up aspect has also taken off. Grown-ups have returned to Dungeons & Dragons in droves, and that has spawned interest in many other tabletop role-playing games. We welcome everyone from beginners to advanced players. If you want to come to a Grown-Up Gaming League event, you can check out the library's website. You can also check us out on Discord. We have links available via QR code and also through the Discord, or you can call the circulation department at Bluebonnet Regional Library, and we can direct you to where you'd like to go.
So cool, and pairs nicely with the new circulating games and family activity kits available at the main library. I hope they'll all be joining us at the main library on Saturday, November 19th for Game On, our International Game Day celebration for the entire family. And now for today's contest. Visit the library's Facebook page at facebook.com/ebrpl. Show us your before and after pics for something that you've recycled or upcycled. Whether it's useful or wacky, we won't judge. That's facebook.com/ebrpl, and while you're there, enjoy. We're not your grandfather's library anymore. What's coming up on the Library Roadshow in November? GIS Day, International Game Day, and Meet the Breeds.
Tune into the show next month and I'll share another free resource from inside the digital library at ebrpl.com.
Tune in next month and I'll take you to a program at a branch near you.
Thanks so much for joining us on the Library Roadshow, and remember, your East Baton Rouge Parish Library is open 7 days a week at each and every one of 14 branches, plus 24/7 on the web. Check us out at ebrpl.com.